Stop interpreting the impulse to disconnect as a compatibility issue, especially if you might have an avoidant attachment style. If you have a sweetie who's trying to be supportive, trying to be understanding, and they're coming to you with questions about why you've pulled away or been a little bit distant, and you're feeling like you've lost love for them, like you've lost feelings for them, stop. This is not a sign that you're incompatible. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Honeymoon phase was fun, it was easy, you got some connection, and it felt good. Then something shifted when maybe they introduced you to their parents, or you introduced them to yours. Maybe you discussed moving in together. Maybe they demonstrated that they wanted to be closer or committed. Maybe you had one of your very first conflicts, if not the very first one, and suddenly it was like a dimmer switch on a light fixture turned down the light, turned down your feelings for this person, or maybe even switched them off entirely. Maybe you felt overwhelmed or smothered by their desire to be close or committed to you. You had this powerful need to be elsewhere, anywhere but with them. Instead of feeling excited to hang out, you felt a bit anxious or maybe even turned off by the idea. You got yourself busy with work, or you told them you were busy with work, or hobbies, or friends. Meanwhile, your sweetie's reaching out to you, trying to connect, but you just want to pull away more. You might have felt irritated or annoyed when this happened, possibly even angry or resentful that they were bugging you or being too needy, because you don't feel that excitement about spending time with them like you did before. The feeling of connection that seemed so good before just seems to have faded or even maybe disappeared completely. So you reasonably concluded that the relationship wasn't all that. I guess it wasn't really love then. I guess we're not compatible. My friend, this is not a compatibility issue. Compatibility isn't the prerequisite to a successful connection. It's the result of one. It's the result of learning to walk together through your differences. And it's the part of the relationship that you don't even start to grow until after the honeymoon phase. Compatibility is not about everything being easy and fun forever. It results from learning how to get through moments where your sweetie is sad or unhappy or needs some reassurance, say, after a conflict. So no, the experience of suddenly not feeling anything for someone you did have feelings for, this is not a sign of incompatibility. It's a sign that you were triggered. Yes, even if you didn't realize it. And all of this, that can be a strong sign that you have an avoidant attachment style. Okay, so naturally you're wondering, okay, Erin, if it's not incompatibility, why do I lose feelings after the early part of a relationship? Having feelings is like the sign that you're into someone, isn't it? Well, yes and no. Losing feelings suddenly happens when your nervous system reaches out and turns down the volume dial on your emotions to protect you. And you don't control this. It's not voluntary and it's not conscious. Watch me now. Your nervous system doesn't do this because your feelings aren't real. It does this because your feelings for this person were too real. If you have an avoidant attachment style, your nervous system has kind of a software installed in it that you may not know about. The software says that feelings of care, love, or excitement about connecting with somebody are dangerous, and they will always lead to pain. Now, this is not the same as your sweetie is dangerous, but rather that decades ago, when you were really young, your nervous system came to define and associate closeness, connection, and commitment with danger, because some really important needs that you had when you were very little weren't getting met. Now, fast forward to now, even the reasonable requirements of developing a relationship with someone after the honeymoon phase make you want to shut down or run away or sabotage or just avoid feelings altogether or get defensive, even dismissive when your sweetie reasonably tries to understand why you've become distant. Maybe you feel attacked or judged when they come to you and say, "Did I do something wrong?" If this sounds familiar, please know this. You are not broken or defective or doomed to never have a healthy relationship. I've been a relationship coach for over 16 years, and I've helped hundreds of clients shift from these patterns to being able to enjoy connection and closeness without getting triggered, shutting down, or distancing within or from the relationship. Knowing your attachment style is the first step, but it's just the start. The second step is identifying and addressing the reasons why you developed an avoidant attachment style in the first place, how it shows up in your coping strategies, and most importantly, what you can do instead. in order to have that kind of connection that you see other people share, and then you wonder why it's so easy for them? Now, I've got the what and I've got the how, so check the caption for how to connect with me. Then please, please, please join the discussion down below. Take care now, y'all.